The rebels' assault on Debaltseve has dealt a heavy blow to the EU-mediated truce, reached last week in Minsk in an attempt to stop the fighting that has taken more than 5,600 lives in the past year. Most of the government troops have left the town, taking with them their dead and wounded. One soldier described a relentless assault during their withdrawal.
Это словами не передать.
There are no words to describe it. We were under fire the entire way. Wherever there were trees, they shot at us with machine guns and grenade launchers. They used everything. We left Debaltseve around 5 a.m. Until today's morning, we were constantly under targeted fire.
EU and NATO officials meeting Wednesday in Latvia's capital called the rebel attack a clear violation of the truce.
We have seen that the ceasefire has not been respected. We have seen the separatists in eastern Ukraine making advances, especially in and around Debaltseve. They have used advanced weapons.
Moscow is accused of supplying these weapons, but Russian officials deny interference in eastern Ukraine. President Vladimir Putin and Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov on Wednesday defended rebel attacks on the government troops in Debaltseve, saying they were provoked by Ukraine's move to break through a circle of rebel forces. The United States urged rebels to let international monitors into the embattled areas in eastern Ukraine.
The OSCE reports that the Russia-backed separatists continue to deny monitors access to Debaltseve and warns of grave consequences of those in the city if the ceasefire is not implemented there.
While rebel leaders claim victory in the key railway hub connecting Luhansk and Donetsk, civilians in the rebel-controlled region find life increasingly difficult.
They
were telling us it was a ceasefire, but they were shooting every day. And when are they going to rebuild all this? Nothing is left here. The whole town is destroyed.
Many have fled across the border into Russia. Some families from Luhansk have found refuge in Rostov-on-Don.
We have no jobs. I lived in an apartment, but I had no money to pay for it. I lived in one apartment, I couldn't pay for it, so I rented a worse one. There's no coal there, no salary, no food, nothing.
Ukraine this week marks the first anniversary of deadly political protests in Kyiv, which led to the ouster of pro-Russian President Viktor Yanukovych. Zlatica Hoke, VOA News, Washington.